is up, YouTube? This is your girl, Killer Rose. I just wanted to say that I am at the gym. Once again, I am still at the gym. I ate today. It was pretty bad. Got to see some family. They came from a long trip in Texas, specifically in El Paso. In the Texas region area. It is a big state, but it was really nice seeing them for a long time. It was pretty good, to say the least. I had fun today. We went to Fat Cats, and I don't know if you've seen the pictures and stuff like that. Not only I went to Cracker Barrel, but I went to Fat Cats, which is pretty good. Honestly, if you haven't been to Cracker Barrel or Fat Cats, you should do that. You should definitely go out, especially during these times, man. It seems like everywhere that a lot of people want, ID verification online, let me tell you. And I don't understand. I don't understand why can't they I don't know if this is a word, but implicate it into stores. So if you like buy a video game, and given the ratings and how offensive or whoever the viewer is, so it could be Australia, it could be New England or whatever, but I'm thinking, why can't they implicate it like that as a rating for adults only? So GTA 6 could, just change their mature, labeling on their games and change it into adults only. So 18 above, I think that's like the most accurate. And wherever store that they purchase from, then they have to show valid ID. And now it may be, probably a lot of people might disagree with me here, but I don't know why, but it doesn't make any sense to me, given how I used to play GTA when I was a kid. I was a young freaking kid, dude. I was a young kid, and I used to play this not only with my cousin, but with my brother during this time. Well, not this time. He's a lot older. So, but it was like back in the day when GTA San Andreas, Vice City was alright, but San Andreas is where it's at. It was like the first time of having multiplayer on, which is split screen. You literally invite friends over for a multiplayer session with your bros, and that was the only thing that you end up having, multiple people, your friends or your siblings play with each other, etc, etc. And it was so insane. Like me and my brother just ran Los Santos together, and that was pretty cool. And yes, I got my American shirt, love the stripes and everything, the red, white, and blue, everything about this. I love my country, but God, this government needs to lay off on people's privacy. There's so many issues that I can address, but yes, I forgot your name, but I think it was James. I'm not sure. I was gonna respond to a comment. I literally was, putting your name in my head and I can't remember it. But that's, I just want to say, yes, I agree. I do not agree with these terms, nor have I voted, or asked for any of this. No one really give the American people the idea or the opinion, would they vote for yes on this act or not. They decided just to sweep it under the rug, and what I've heard is that they already passed this, or they were in a process of passing it within 7 months. And I'm like, how come I'd never heard of this? I've like seen a lot of things that were, like protesting, everything that was going on. And I guess that was the case, that they were trying to like sway people, like just to I don't know, they just wanted to cause diversion, and what I mean by that is that they're not, like diversifying people, so they're not dividing people up by groups, but they're trying to mislead people. And once they got caught, they got. So they basically got us where they want us us to be. And how they got us is that they swept it under the rug and applied this act. But for me, I'm not gonna apply this act. I'm sorry. I deleted most of my socials, and I'm hoping to God that Xbox does not follow these terms, because what I'm end up gonna do is stop playing Xbox, because I'm not gonna give anyone my ID, and I stand firm on that. I do not care who said company is, and if I am the one that's encouraging people is to sell the stocks, sell everything, sell like what is it, Google's competitors, Microsoft. I mean, at least that's what I googled, so of course Google would know what their competitors are. So if Microsoft or Xbox can stay in their, like have their guns up and say this is America, and we the people can do whatever the hell we want, as long as it's not breaking the laws of this land, and we have the freedom to choose which platforms and which laws, or like pretty much, we don't agree with this. YouTube know this. YouTube has responded, just not once, but twice already. And yes, I'm sweating. Also, I forgot this. I mean, I'm not sure if I can show you this, but this is like, it's so freaking long. But I guarantee you that it does, it's sometimes, it does the job. It's just a little, it's like a fan. Holy smokes. That was insane. I almost saw like an actual accident. People are going crazy around here. And yeah, it is just insane. Like I mean, and that's what I'm trying to say, is that I would rather purchase, not online, but in store. So let's say they say, well, if you do want to purchase this game, this would have to be in store only. And now people can probably differ away from that. I'm like, I don't want to get out of my bed and just go out and buy this game. But no, imagine you have the freedom to choose this game as an adult, and you get to buy it. I mean, for me, I might be the problem, but in my personal opinion, if I had a kid, I would want them to play GTA 6 or GTA 7. GTA 6 could be up to 2026, but with GTA 7, I feel like it would be more than just a decade, just hibernating basically. And then when I'm like in my late 30s or early 40s, I'll be like, yeah, this is like the new future. No ID age verification. Only the stores gets to see if you're a valid adult. Just one person, not a whole bunch of like literally evil people online waiting to scurry, get your ID information. Not your ID, but your credit card information. Now, I have an issue with that, and I don't have credit cards. Thank freaking God I don't have credit cards. I think credit cards are evil, and I think they are one of the most evil things that you can do to trap yourself in. I really hate credit cards. I see what people can do to themselves, especially when it's literally ruining their lives. And God, it's, like, I hear stories of Dave Ramsey a lot, and yeah, I mean, if you're not a fan of Dave Ramsey, but you know a thing or two of how credit cards can destroy people's lives, I believe that if they put their information out there, it will let the government know basically that you're not financially responsible. And this is my opinion. I'm not sure if I'm accurate on this, but if you put your information on the website, everything on there, they're gonna basically say, well, you owe, I would say, I'll just put it out there, $530,000. You bought a house and now you can't afford payments, but now you want to buy a new game on Xbox or PlayStation or on PC, doesn't matter. So you want to buy an $80 game out of your own personal interest, but yet you cannot finance your own personal interest with your bills. So we're gonna politely decline that, and what we're gonna do instead is that we're gonna find you, and we are gonna take possessions that is already due or in a process of getting towed, and so on and so forth. Because I mean, that's just my personal challenge on that. And not only that, it's unsafe for you. I think, not just for them tracking your financial expenses and what you spend on, but what I think that they can do, besides of the government, is other people getting those type of information and stealing it, and you are at a more financial risk than you already were or are at this time. So I think that is the worst thing that you can do. Now the selfie thing, I mean, I don't know what that can possibly do. You do a circle, I guess, of your face. I mean, I used to do that once, but I think that was for like a job or something like that. It was so weird. I'm not sure. I mean, I remember doing something like that, but no, I think it was no, it wasn't a job. It was basically your I think it was your just the motor vehicle services. So they just they give you your ID on an app. So yeah, you can get it on the app. If you didn't know that, then now you know. You can get your actual driver's license on the app. Depending on what state you are, I'm not sure what apps are for that, but it's I think it's I can't really remember, but if I can just put it on my description, I will. And yeah, most definitely, guys, I do not trust this at all. Of course, I'm gonna be posting content, until the 13th, and if they say what they say, if I'm in any way affected by this, and they decided, hey, well, it's either you cough up your ID or you can shut up about it, because we really don't care, and you can find some other place. So what I'm thinking of doing is going on Rumble. Gonna still be on Twitch though. I heard that they don't do stuff like that. Hopefully not. It's the best way to get to get paid. Honestly, there's gonna be a lot of people out there that are not gonna be happy, and not and I mean, just don't do it. Do not put your information on there, okay? I mean, is YouTube gonna hire you? I mean, usually that's what you do. You put to those things for your identification. When you're gonna get a job, they want to know who you are and that you are a resident of the United States. And now, I'm not getting paid by YouTube. You know, I'm doing this out of my own free will. I love posting these videos. I love making new content. And I love playing games that you guys recommend me. And honestly, that is like the most exciting thing that I ever got to do as a content creator. And now, yes, I did have TikTok at one point, but I was getting burnt out making Red Dead Redemption videos, and I didn't know what my place would be in. And now I got to have the opportunity of showing who I am to the world. And that is like the most satisfying thing that I got to do today. And it was probably not my first interest of being a content creator on YouTube. I mean, I used to do that on Mixer. As you can tell, I mean, I told you guys that I already have a lot of accounts on Twitch, but it was besides the point of forgetting my password each time. I was able to do Twitch, and then I got to do that on Mixer until it got closed down. Then I went to TikTok. Now I'm on YouTube, and then now I'm trying to stream on Twitch, but it gets so laggy on there, and I don't know what happens. And I'm trying to like figure out what I gotta do. It's probably get an Ethernet cable, I guess, to connect to my Xbox or my laptop. I think it's my Xbox. That's probably why, but I'm not sure. But yeah, my mouth is dry. I'm sweating like crazy, 105 degrees. And you guys telling me that I need to have electrolytes. And yes, I know that's, sometimes I'm not that smart. In fact, I'm probably one of those few that are, that are very, very dumb. But not dumb enough to the point where you want to smash your head against the wall, okay? So, yes, I'm human. I'll think like water's important, but you're like, no, Rose, it's not just water that you want to drink. It's electrolytes. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, it has been in front of my face. No wonder that, I think it was on Tuesday, I was so freaking drained by the sun, and I was like, I'm so tired. Like, I can't believe the sun was beating me down over and over again. After work too, by the way. It was so terrible. I couldn't stand having to go for another day. I was like, to go out in this hot sun, trying to survive in the summer heat, it is so draining. And yes, if you have a water park nearby you, then go to it, please. You won't regret it. I mean, I should have been there today and probably swim my butt off. But I wanted to scroll on YouTube before it freaking dies and forever get lost, in their internet. And now, if people do put their ID information, I'm gonna wait for a bit and see if it backlashes. If people have gotten their identity stolen and that they are now pursuing legal charges against YouTube, not only YouTube, but Google as a platform, by misusing their information. And if it gets fishy from there should be other politicians or whoever is running this thing, I call it like a string, a scheme at most. I really want to see politicians go behind bars if they misuse a lot of people's information for their own benefit, because it is definitely the UK's. I don't know if I want to blame it on the UK, but there's one particular group out there, was it Collective Shout or something like that? They're just a bunch of Karens who had nothing better to do, and it seems like they're the ones who are, oh my god, I can't, I'm so upset with them. I'm like so mad because we as women have a lot of good out here, you know, in the gaming industry. Like, I mean, you see so many competitive women, you know, going out and just being their, you know, genuine selves. And there's not enough women out there who are, you know, who are very good at games. I mean, there was like this grandma, I mean, I've seen that plays and I like her style, but it's like, I'm not really good at Call of Duty. Never was, I mean, never will be. Or, I mean, I try to compete at Fortnite, but still not good enough. I mean, I can guarantee you, I mean, I try to compete and try to win some cash, but no one would join my game. And I was like, you know what, maybe it's probably for the best. Sorry guys, I'm like moving my camera the craziest way, but yeah, I mean, I've tried to do all that, but yeah, just, it sucks, dude. And I just want to say that I do love being here. Trust me, I love being on YouTube. YouTube has been one of the most generational best things that ever happened on the internet. A lot of people might disagree, but a lot of people might agree too that this was the freest platform that you can post. At least it used to be. A lot of censorship for little things here and there. Cussing. I mean, there's so many, but like I said, parents just need to monitor their kids. I mean, if it's that big of a deal that you, or as a government, have to censor mostly adults, having to provide their personal information online just for a hacker to reveal your information to a lot of people who are desperate for money, who are desperate to have a food in their belly, then you are highly mistaken that this is safe. And I'm not trying to fearmonger you guys, but you gotta be extra careful when it comes to these things. I do not trust it one bit, and I don't care what YouTube has to say. Not one person has tested on this. Well, maybe it has. Maybe people have tested. I mean, there's some states that already have this law going on, and I'm like, listen, you really want some cash, you better make the people happy. And if there's like a state out there that I could probably move just in case Arizona is trying to be a Karen too, then I would too. I would, you know, just say, you know what, I'm gonna pack my badge and kumbaya. I'm going over here where not just the government, but not the state can tell me where I want to post and how am I gonna play my games, you know. But like I said, guys, if you owe money, they see you buy stuff that's unnecessary, or you're playing on a video game for however long it is, I think they would definitely contact you in a way that's, you know, it's a surprise. And I don't know, something fishy about that, and I'm probably reaching too far, but that's just my guess. So just stay safe. Yeah, freaking 24 minutes and it's already 9 o'clock. I know I'm gonna be home very late, but I do not care. I do not freaking care. I'm gonna go work tomorrow and the freaking next day until I get freaking paid, you know. It's like, why do you gotta prove yourself? And why does YouTube have to listen to the damn government that's across the country? They're over there, we're over here. And yeah, that's just my opinion on that, guys. And yes, I am sweating like crazy if you haven't noticed. Well, because of this damn light. I'm in a freaking parking spot, but I was hoping to show you at least a big part of Arizona. I mean, I got to show you a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's just like a few pictures and that was it. You know, I'm talking about the whole, you know, the whole burrito. You know, if you have always had a short burrito, try to get the biggest one. You would definitely know it's tough to eat. You know, like go to Mikhail's. That is a good restaurant. Get yourself a big fat burrito there, and then you'll see. But yeah. And whatever you do not eat a crumble cookie, because I ate that. I couldn't finish the whole thing. I felt disgusted right after that, and I was like, you know what? What the hell is that? Okay. This is I wish I could show you guys, but this looks like a helicopter to me. Look. What the hell is that? That looked like a helicopter to me. It's no jet, because I know what a jet looks like, and you know, the sound of it too. It's very freaking powerful, guys. Yeah, just want to say that I appreciate you for listening. I know I've been saying a lot of things. Oh my God, trust me, I have a whole lot. Identification theft is no joke. You know, as Dwight Schrute would say, it is definitely not a joke, and it's definitely scary, and it's meant to scare you. So most definitely, guys, stay safe. I'm gonna definitely drink water and probably get more electrolytes and try to eat more healthier. I already uninstalled YouTube like off of my phone again, and this time it's gonna be this time. I mean, I only have a laptop, and if they say that I have to do my age verification or whatever, you already know I got Twitch. And I got Rumble. I'm thinking of, I don't know, it could probably be a joke, but I got a SoundCloud that I never got to use. I'll probably use that. I'll probably make my own songs. Who knows about the corrupted government and their, and the way that they're just being babysitted by the UK, and now they only have a bottle feeder, and diapers that the UK can change. Yeah, I know. It's insulting for the American people. At least for me, that's insulting. That we have to listen to other people's opinions that's out there. And that's just infuriating to me. I'm not gonna give my ID. Screw you, UK. I ain't gonna give you jack. Shoot. Even your people is fed up with a lot of things. So you need to fix it. I don't know, guys. That's just my opinion, and I'm done. It's almost 30 minutes, 28. So I'm out of here. As always, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.